Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 8 time frames of the stock market. This is where you are looking at it, this part right here. I'm not going to give you the link right now. I want you to focus. Later on, I'll tell you where to navigate to arrive at this page. And there are 8 time frames that we found to be so true among investors. The first time frame is called 1 day. Get in today, get out tomorrow, and we got a beautiful name for this 1 day time frame. It's called daily bread. We need to eat bread daily to survive. It's called the daily bread. The second time frame is called 1 month. Now, 1 month typically is reserved when we invest into pharmaceutical stocks, because they're all waiting for Food and Drug Administration, FDA, clinical trial 1, clinical trial 2, clinical trial 3, commercialization. Every single drug have to go through phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 clinical trials, leading to commercialization. So there are many opportunities to play just on pharmaceutical stocks. Time frame typically 1 month, because we cannot predict the exact date the committee will meet and give the approval or disapproval. We need a 1 month distance. Third time frame is 1 quarter, over 3 months. And we are triangulating over 3 data points. Very important. Woohoo! Number 1, we are triangulating against every single money manager on Wall Street, against the seasonality of the market at a point in time, and against the sectorial movement of that season. 3 data points. And I'll share with you why this triangulation is very important to our strategy, because this fits into one very important criteria. We need the best data. I'll elaborate on this point in a short while. 4th data point is called 1 year GOAT. GOAT stands for greatest of all time. And this is like thematic. What is the theme every year? And I share with you the big theme for next year, in fact already started, is found right here. Dun, 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 dun. This is the big theme for the next two times of the 4-year cycle, 8 years. Driven by AI and AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. This is big. And that's the reason why we can start to formulate, to think what other themes fit into greatest of all time for that 1 year period. Then we go into 1 election cycle, which is 4 years. We started day 1 talking to you about the 4-year cycle. How many of you remember about day 1 4-year cycle? Wave your hands right now. Oy! I spent so much time just on day 1 talking about that. This is really the crux of it. And when we look at the election cycle, we are thinking about multiple stock buybacks, right, that fulfill over 4-year cycle. And what kind of companies will hit that? Next, we hit the $1 trillion cap. That takes about 1 decade, 10 years. And we kind of hit on one very correct, hit on not one, but 2 very correctly. One is Tesla, the other one is NVIDIA. And I also played into Facebook. Facebook also went to $1 trillion cap and then dropped back again and then move up again, all right? So companies moving towards like from 800 million market cap, 900 million market cap, we know they are about to break. Those are the companies who want to take part. But if you really want to make the big money, go in today, 10 years later, come back, just like Ronald Reed or Grace Groner. That's exactly what they've done, not over 1 decade, over 3-4 decades. That's how they have multi-million-dollar portfolios. Then we got one more called One Lifetime, YOLO. You only live once. And this is close to my heart because of this special symbol. Ready? Ding! Oops, is it clear? Ding, 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 ding. Hey, not sharpening again. Right. So this is what I believe the secret of you only live once. And You know, if you look at the spiking.com/calendar, I even put out to you the key dates in January and February. You better go and check this out. That is on your own leisure. We've been talking about Bitcoin for the longest time. You only live once. Every coin will be worth $1 million in the year 2032. Finally, we arrive at grit, a time frame that lasts 3 generations. Not 1 generation, but 3 generations. So this is something that you can get started. You don't have to wait like Ronald Reed pass away or Grace Groner pass away, donate to an endowment. No, you can do it right now. Whereby we are defined as generation 1. Our children is defined as generation 2. Our grandchildren is defined as generation 3. But because you make a decision today, how many of you are aware of the fact that you can be paid every year of your life till the day you go to heaven? That means generation 1 is taken care of. But the story doesn't end. Because it is splashed on the life of your generation 2, your children who has a longer mortality than you. Your children will continue to get paid every year till the day they go to heaven. 2 generations taken care of. And by the time your children go to heaven and we are left with the 3rd generation, which is the grandchildren, our grandchildren, they will be left with a fortune. And they have to ask a simple question. Do we want to continue grandfather's vision of getting paid every year? Or do we want to inherit this lump sum of cash and do something worthwhile with our lives? That's called greed. 1 solution for 3 generations. And those of you who followed me for many years, you know that I bought this product for all of my 3 boys. All taken care of already. They are already financially free because they'll be paid every year for the rest of their lives. So that being said, my dear friends, these are the 8 time frames of the market.